Imagine the roar of Wimbledon fading to a whisper, the girl who stunned the world at 18 hoisting the Venus Rosewater dish in a fairy tale run that rewrote history, only for Emma Raducanu to vanish from the baseline without a backward glance, her racket gathering dust in some Shropshire attic. Whispers swirl like courtside mist, burnout, betrayal, or a secret battle that's finally broken the unbreakable. At 22, with a body battered by surgeries and a mind scarred by the spotlight's glare, has the queen of underdogs just abdicated her throne forever? Buckle up, because this isn't just retirement, it's a reckoning that could shatter tennis's fragile dreams, and we're about to uncover the hidden fractures that led her here. Hit subscribe and smash that bell for the unfiltered truth on global sports shocks, your front row seat to the falls and comebacks. From the electric highs of that 2021 US Open miracle, where Raducanu dismantled foes without dropping a set, to the grinding lows of a career eclipsed by injuries that sidelined her for months on end, her journey reads like a thriller penned in sweat and setbacks. Picture her at 19, fresh off ankle surgery, clawing back to the fourth round at Flushing Meadows only to crumple again, her screams echoing off the hard courts as another ligament snaps. Teammates watch in hushed horror, coaches exchange glances heavy with doubt. Is this the toll of prodigy pressure, the kind that turned Hingis into a shadow and Sharapova into a fighter forever? Raducanu, with her poised smile masking the storm, pushes through, Wimbledon quarters in 2022, a taste of grass-court glory that teases immortality. But then the surprises hit like unforced errors, a wrist that rebels mid-rally in Indian Wells, forcing her to forfeit dreams of deep runs, whispers from her camp about mental fatigue, the isolation of being Britain's golden child in a sport that devours its darlings. Fans chant her name at the Australian Open, but she's a ghost on the draw sheet, pulling out hours before her opener with a vague back twinge that smells of deeper despair. Back home, tabloids feast, headlines screaming special treatment, rivals smirking at her fragility. Yet in quiet training sessions at the National Tennis Center, she finds fleeting fire, smashing forehands that whisper of unfinished business. The cliffhanger coils, after a gritty third-round exit at Roland Garros, where clay clung to her like regret, she vanishes for weeks, social media silent, fueling feverish speculation. Has the weight of expectations, those £10 million endorsements, the endless comparisons to a teenaged Federer, finally cracked her resolve? As summer slams approach, rumors leak from Bromley. She's consulting sports psychologists, not for return, but for release. The tennis world holds its breath, wondering if this phoenix will rise or if the ashes are all that's left. But wait. The plot twists when a leaked email surfaces, hinting at a bombshell offer from a non-tennis titan. A pivot that could redefine her legacy before it even peaks. Welcome to Aussie Sports Central, your pulse on the planet's fiercest fields. Stay locked for more tales that tackle the triumphs and tumbles. The autumn of 2025 descends like a fog over Queen's Club, where Raducanu's scheduled comeback fizzles into another withdrawal, this time citing a nagging shoulder that's more phantom than flesh. Insiders spill, the surgeries stack up, foot in 2023, back in 2024, now this elusive ache that no scan can pin down. Her team's in turmoil. The once harmonious harmony of Coach Andrew Richardson's drills dissolves into tense huddles, with fitness gurus clashing over protocols that border on cruelty. Raducanu, ever the enigma, journals in solitude, pages filled with raw reflections on joy stolen by the grind, the thrill of aces drowned out by the dread of dawn physio. Surprise surges like a drop shot. At a low-key ITF event in Nottingham, she materializes unannounced, not to compete, but to mentor juniors, her strokes a shadow of supernova, her laughter a rare spark amid the gloom. Whispers turn to roars. Is this farewell dressed as philanthropy? The LTA panics, visions of a post-Raducanu void where British tennis slumps back to irrelevance. Sponsors circle like vultures, Rolex pauses campaigns, Dior drafts contingency clauses. Yet in a midnight interview with a trusted podcaster, she cracks open the vault. The panic attacks post-2021, the imposter syndrome that painted every win as luck, every loss as proof of fraud. It's a gut-punch revelation, humanizing the icon who'd seemed forged from unbreakable alloy. As Asia's swing beckons, Tokyo, Wuhan, the neon-lit oases of opportunity, she ghosts the entries, opting instead for a sabbatical in the States, training with a volleyball crew under the California sun. The cliffhanger tightens its grip. Leaked footage from a beach scrimmage shows her diving for spikes with a ferocity unseen on clay, hinting at reinvention or utter escape. Rivals react. Sabalenka toasts the breather. Swiatek pens a private note of solidarity. Fans fracture. Purists decry the drama queen. Loyalists launch petitions for her peace. But beneath the spectacle, a deeper narrative unfurls. Raducanu as the canary in tennis's coal mine, exposing a system that accelerates adolescence into exhaustion. Will she lace up for a 2026 swansong, or has the girl who conquered New York already scripted her exit, leaving the circuit colder, hungrier for the next unlikely spark? As winter whispers across the All-England lawn tennis grounds, the bombshell breaks on a drizzly December dawn. Emma Raducanu announces her indefinite hiatus, a velvet-gloved goodbye that stops the sport in its serves. No press conference fanfare, just a heartfelt letter on her site, words woven with gratitude and grit, thanking the game that gave her wings and wings her ground. The world reels, headlines howl from The Guardian to Grand Slams, dissecting the subtext of surrender. Surprise detonates like a tie-break turnaround. Buried in the missive, she reveals a pivot to philanthropy, channeling her platform into a foundation for young athletes' mental armor, born from her own battles with the beast within. It's poetic justice, the prodigy who peaked too soon now pioneering prevention, funding retreats where rackets rest and resilience rebuilds. Teammates tribute in tears. Jody Burrage posts a throwback of their junior doubles dominance, captioning it "Unbroken Bonds." The WTA mourns quietly, their equality crusade losing a poster child whose diversity dazzled. Yet the storytelling arcs to redemption. Whispers from her inner circle paint a portrait of peace. Raducanu trading tour buses for family firesides, her forehand forever etched in eternity's highlight reel. The drought of drama leaves a void. Will it birth bolder safeguards, or just another forgotten flame? As spring stirs the seeds of new seasons, her shadow lingers on the lines, a cautionary muse for the dreamers daring to dash. The final twist? A cryptic courtside sighting at Wimbledon 2026 qualifiers, racket in hand, smile unburdened, tease of return, or tribute to the ghost she once was? Tennis, in its timeless tango, waits with bated breath, knowing legends like hers don't quit, they evolve, leaving echoes that outlast every ace. There it is, mates, the seismic shift that's shaking the courts worldwide. If Raducanu's saga's got you gripped, like, comment your wildest comeback dream, and subscribe to Aussie Sports Central for the raw rushes of sport's wildest rides. We're just getting warmed up. Catch the next volley.